when did you find out about all his previous marriages? Because he's been married 5 times, correct?
I was number 4.
You were number 4. Okay.
He's working on 5 now.
And correct me on this. He was married to the first woman, South Dakota. He divorced her. The day he divorced her, he married his second wife.
Exactly. Same exact day. Same exact day. I doubt she knows that she was married to him on the same day he divorced his first wife.
So the day he divorces his first wife, he marries his second wife. Right. They are moved. He's in the army, goes to Germany. They're
divorced.
And they got divorced, but they had a child who passed, which is terrible.
Yes.
3-month-old
baby.
Or 3-year-old
3
baby.
months.
No, 3 months. It was 3 months. It was 3 months. But that death allegedly was
mysterious,
suspicious. How do you know how the baby passed away?
I have the I have the death certificate, and it gives detail of some head trauma, and they have homicide marked on it.
But but it wasn't solved. Who did it?
Not that I really know of. I know that the mom did not have to stay in Germany.
So
he stayed longer.
So the German government or police made him, he had to stay. He couldn't leave the country. So the baby dies with his second wife. Yeah. She leaves. Do they get divorced because of the death?
Absolutely. I don't know if it was because of the death, but I know they got divorced. She left and had papers served on him there in Germany.
Okay.
So wife number 2, that happens, and then then wife number 3 dies.
Yeah.
From a head injury in the shower.
That's what
allegedly.
Allegedly.
And there was issues with him cheating often with her, and they had kind of a tumultuous relationship as well.
Right.
Well, he cheated with her while she was dying.
Yeah.
By giving,
he was already cheating on her before that happened. She caught him cheating with a woman down the street, who was actually the same woman I caught him with 15 years later. So it never stopped. It's never stopped. If it did, it might have stopped for a brief moment, right. But they kept in touch for a very long time. And so wife number 3 that passed away had filed for a separation agreement in 2006. So she was leaving him, and she left him and went back home and stayed home. Was Pennsylvania for her, and went back and stayed with her parents for a while.
And when she passed away, he actually collected a life insurance. Yes. For $250,000.
I'm not positive
allegedly
the exact amount,
right?
But I would think it was
for some
definitely $100,000 plus.
Now, okay, so you got wife number 1 divorced. The day he divorces her, he marries wife number 2. Wife number 2, the baby has a very mysterious death, a 3-month-old.
3 months.
It's a homicide in Germany under the death certificate. Yeah. He has to stay. He leaves, comes back, marries third wife. She dies kind of mysteriously. He gets an insurance check, and he's actually hitting on you while she's in the hospital. When did you find all this out, and how did that hit you?
Whenever I caught him sexting, it was in December of 2020. I just happened to walk in the bathroom early one morning, and he had left his phone laying out, and there was sex messages on there. And I'm like, what in the world? Because this man's supposed to be perfect, right? This man does everything. He does everything. So how could he have anything in his life that would be so mysterious, you know? So of course, when that happened, it was like I saw a crack in a glass. I'm like, if you're doing this, what else are you doing?
Right.
And so when I was able to get him out of the house through an order of protection,
You kicked him out of the house for sexting?
no, I ended up getting an order of protection against him because we had gotten into an argument, and then he drugged me down the hall by my hair, and the police were called, or sheriff's department was called, same department I had worked with, and no charges were filed.
You wind up finding these sexting. There's a crack in this guy. This guy, the perfect guy,
Right.
the beautiful eyes, the one that looked after your grandmother, the one that his wife died. Well, your grandmother was, who showed up at the funeral, who just courted you. You were the
Yep.
one. Now you find out that there's a crack in this. This guy is sexting with somebody else.
Right.
And how do you get from there to being dragged down the hallway by your hair?
Because I confronted him about it and wanted him to tell me her name. Of course, he saved her name in his phone as the venue. The venue.
That's a professional cheating move.
Yeah, but it's not
Like,
creative. It should have been like CVS or Dwayne Reed or something.
I have
Well, now, some of the other women that I have found,
Yeah.
He had them saved as the veterinarian's name, like Dr. Coker and stuff like that. So
That's smart.
he's a pro. This guy's a pro.
Yeah, he's pro.
I mean, this guy is. I mean, this is pro level cheating stuff right here.
Yep.
I'm sweating.
So, as an ex-cheater, I'm going to give it up. I'm going to give it up for him for coming. The venue is fucking great. It must have been weird to read a text from the veterinarian. I want to play with your balls.
And you're like, whoa, my dog's balls.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What? Hello?
What are you doing at the vet?
Yeah, whoa.
So he drags you down and is this it right here? When did you find out all this stuff? Did you find out all this stuff about him after you found out he was a piece of shit, cheating, and he was violent and had, all these tendencies?
Yeah.
You did.
Started in January of 2021, just digging into his past. And then I started contacting every family member from all the wives that I could contact, and speaking with them, and the stories were just unbelievable. So he's made his rounds, definitely.
Did you talk to the wife with the child that passed away?
I did not speak to her. I spoke to her brother.
You spoke to the brother.
She's still very scared to have anything to do with him. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. She doesn't want anything to do with him.
And what did the brother say? Did he say get away? What was his advice to you?
Oh yeah. He definitely, said that, you need to be very careful. He was even saying to me, he even got names of people here that I knew in law enforcement in case something ever happened to me. He said, because I'm going to be calling and letting them know what I know about this man. And he was even willing to fly here for my divorce and testify. Yeah.
Wow.
So you talked, and then you talked to the family of the woman that passed.
Yes.
And what did they say?
I still speak to them.
Oh, you do?
Just, recently this week, spoke to two of the sisters. They were very concerned about her death from the beginning. And I think that they felt it's a relief, I guess, for us to connect in a way, that they know I can share some things with them that she may have experienced. And they can help me also, so we've connected, and we stay in touch.
You Southerners are nice people. I haven't talked to my mother in a month. I mean, you guys,
I know.
you guys are really nice. You guys really,
we stay in touch.
That's sweet.